Okay, felt like talking. It's Thursday, shortly after 11, and yeah, it's been a fun day. Went into work. Originally, I was supposed to have a good chunk of today off, so I could be here for getting concrete curbs put in for some of the features we have in the backyard. Also, Sarah's got a dental at 1500. I still owed some time, so went in. Rode my cycle, did the 10K, stretched a bit, grabbed a coffee and a bagel, and was like, right, nothing much going on. I'm going to head home, put me down for my daughter's dental. Any issues? Nope. Job perks. So, hit Costco first, had to pick up some Gatorade water, bread, cheese, gas, and the usual stuff. I typically go on Thursdays. Sarah's home from school, and she should be out helping me do some weed and learning how to do the ride-on lawnmower better, because I'm gone for 2 weeks as it stands right now for the Calgary Stampede starting next week. Just finished doing the 5K, kept it all road work. I use that as my speed benchmark. This one here, just close to 70%, not quite up there. I had a bit more room, I could have pushed it, but I just did the cycle a few hours ago, and I kept it at a solid clip. 39 minutes and about 32 or 33 seconds. Close enough. I like it. I don't feel like stretching right now because I do want to get onto the lawn, and I'm going to be moving around all kinds of ways. It's Sunday before that. And I got to get that stuff done before I get ready by about 14:20 to get Sarah to her dental. And I believe we have Hello Fresh, which is, whoop, hold on, there we go. Filthy habit. One problem at a time. But the big thing that I'm really enjoying is I don't mind missing the stretch. I've just done the better part of 4 years where I needed to stretch a few times throughout the day to flesh out the points that bothered me. And there were a lot of points. I'm not even getting ghost of a feeling. It's just a feeling of ready to take more. It's still a feeling. It's not riding into the background. I'm talking about my left hand. But really, the only time I notice it now is when my foot splaying out or performing better winds up causing issues at the legs and body adjust. But it's at the point now it doesn't require that much attention from me to adjust well. So I've got the rest of this week to sort out, see what else is going on, figure out what I'm going to be bringing to Stampede with me. I'm not sure on the bike. We'll be bringing some bands, probably the kettlebell, absolutely the stick, and the lightweights as well. Or I may bring the adjustables, but the girls are starting to get into it, and they're utilizing the gym that I still have to completely sort out downstairs more often than I am right now. But again, for the past few months, I've been working on where I'm at and staying within what my goals are and get myself there. Already covered. She's done swimming for a bit until next month, and that'll be at the Kingsman Arena, which abuts up to the Emily Murphy Park that I usually do my thing at, but different terrain, more hills. I got to go a bit further to get to those stairs, and I still plan to get the long set of stairs 100% double at a time, but I may expand it to the Edmonton's got all kinds of stairs and ravines around here. But I also have a tendency not liking to get into my car to get somewhere to work out. I prefer to step out my door. And I realize that's out of habit right now. more than anything else. But it's also time and space. I spend 90 minutes a day being active, into the point of getting zone minutes. Correspondingly, I'm still gaining muscle. I'm still losing the remainder of the fat that I have left as my skin adjusts, and I am losing those sacks of fat. But they're from really long spots. My arms are coming along really well. Legs, minor spots to look at, but yeah, as soon as that skin tightens up, they're all going to be really, really good. And a lot of that has to do with I'm not starving myself. I'm not avoiding eating that much. As a matter of fact, I've also increased my total caloric intake, considering I don't monitor it to the point of knowing exactly what I eat. I ballpark it, and I've got a pretty solid handle on that. But as I become more active, the point I wanted to get at, my basal metabolic rate, that is the amount of energy your body uses to keep you alive. Doesn't matter if you're laying flat in your back the entire day. Usually includes all the little things like getting up, going to the bathroom, doing what you need to do for work, outside of physical activity. Add all that up, and I'm not going to give ballpark figures because everybody's different depending on how big you are, how much muscle, how much skin, how much fat. Because that takes energy to keep alive. Add all that up, that's your baseline, basal metabolic rate. All your gym times, your working out, your pushing it, etc. Top of my head, without looking into it, that's like 20% of your daily total caloric needs. 90 minutes a day, 20%. But if you do it right, you do it consistently, well, you're gaining muscle, which requires more calories than fat does. You're losing fat, which reduces the amount of calories required. You're losing skin, again, reduces the amount required. So all I needed to do was keep it steady, and I did. And as I said a few months back, looking more into focusing on the weight, and I still want to keep it, and I've been down to 158, I think was my lowest, back up to about 165, 167, in around that zone. And I mentioned to Jack, I don't really worry too much about a 1 or 3 pound difference, because a lot of that depends on how much water your body is holding, and that ties into how much creatine you're either taking or your body produces, because it does produce it naturally anyways. If you're getting the right amounts in your body, your muscles are fully loaded with water, ergo you weigh a bit more. Plus that, your typical dump of crap, 1 to 3 pounds, depending on how constipated you are. And no, I'm not measuring it, I'm just looking at the weights. So, to summarize, I can pretty well control my weight right now just by monitoring what I eat, absolutely cutting out snacks, and it would drop really quick. Not looking for that. I'm looking for a nice balance. But I'm moving better. I'm doing basic things. Standing up out of the chair, constantly moving around from sitting more than 40 minutes. More muscles are activating when I'm doing basic movements, such as getting up and down off the floor, the couch, holding things. I make it a point to stand, avoiding bone on bone, so I'm relying on my muscles to hold myself into a position. For my money, that increases your basal metabolic rate, which is just slightly under 3/4 of your total energy expenditure. Cool. If I ever seriously decide to put on 10 to 20 more pounds, well, I have to update my caloric intake. But then I'd also be storing more fat. Initially, it would be the subcutaneous, or just under the skin fat, but also it would be your visceral fat, which is the stuff that gets in between your muscle tissues and your organs, which is really not good for you. So I've been avoiding it. Deliberately, without focusing on it, it's just a concern I keep an eye on, if that makes sense. And it's working. And yeah, I'm enjoying every moment. But anyways, I still owe videos. I haven't figured out on what exactly I want to show for basic getting up and down stuff. I've got a general idea. While I'm relaxing and cooling down from that one, I'm about to get changed. I thought I'd talk for a bit. You have a good day.